Education. Education is key to a successful entertainment career. Hands-on training can provide the advantages to getting a great job in the film and television industry. Hi, I'm George Peroulas, and today on Below the Line, we have an all-access pass to the new state-of-the-art digital media classrooms, complex, and studio at Central Piedmont Community College in Charlotte, North Carolina. Join me as we go behind the scenes and learn. It all starts now on Below the Line, on location.
It's Below the Line with George Peroulas. On tonight's show,
We're here in the main studio. We'll learn more about this facility from George Cochran. Let's go see what he's involved in. That soundstage is 2,500 square feet, and it's used for all sorts of productions.
Okay, thank you everyone. It was a great class. See you next Thursday. Thank you.
Hey, George, how are you?
George, how are you? Great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Just in time. Let's sit over here.
All right. You may remember George Cochran from last season. George came on our show. It's great to see you.
Thank you.
And you've been busy helping create all of this. What's been going on?
Oh, it's been a fantastic ride this last semester. It's just wonderful. The administration has brought forth so many positive things for this facility in the new AU building. We have a brand new stage here in terms of a classroom that's just knockout with 40 stadium seats. There's a cine-grade projector, which we're using, a 16-foot screen. 10.1, I believe it is, surround sound.
Wow.
And what's interesting is the Holton Theater only has 8.1 or something like that, and this is 10.1. I don't know if the exact numbers, but it's really impressive. The sound here, it'll vibrate every bone in your body. It's wonderful. It's just amazing. The students are really loving it. We have a 21 or 22 seat Mac Pro computer lab, and people like Paul Kenke and Melissa Varner, Scott Bauer, of course Richard Zollinger, and Dr. Zeiss, the president of this facility, have been extremely supportive in what we're doing here. I'm just in awe of it, and the students are in a situation where they're actually working in an environment which mirrors a professional situation, whether it's TV or broadcast or feature film or documentary. We're here doing it right. Thank you.
Well, it's very impressive.
Oh, thank you.
And let's start off with this space here. This is a classroom, right?
It's a classroom as well as a screening room. I mean, this room is such an upscale, positive visual event for students to show their work.
The multi-level design here. Why do you have all the levels here?
Oh, the whole stadium seating concept is that you're not looking behind somebody's head. You know, the elevation has got to the rear. It allows each student to have maximum visibility, not only to the teachers, but to the screen.
So you've basically been smart in creating this, you and the administration, where you have one space and it's having multiple uses, and that's a great way, especially in this economic climate.
Oh, definitely. We use every square inch of this wonderful place. It's just, there's not anything that's not being used. I mean, my studio is used every day for different reasons. We're producing films that run on Channel 21. That's an image tree that we do, as well as image tree branches, which is an opportunity for students to have a 1.5-minute video of their own bio, if you will. And what we do is we reach out to the community to show, to let them know that the image tree branches exists, and they go there and they can choose interviews for these students so that there's employment. And this mirrors the workforce development program, which is Dr. Zeiss's project for many, many years. And we're working very, very hard to make sure that our students get jobs in different venues.
And what sorts of projects are your students up to these days?
We just finished another film for the culinary school, which is an awesome new building, which is, again, kudos to our administration. It's just a really fabulous opportunity to have all kinds of businesses, whether you're a chef, whether you're a cinema photographer, or whether you're anything. I mean, this is a good thing.
Now, when you got here, you turned this curriculum from a few students to now dozens and dozens of students have come through here, but are still coming to this program. And over the years, it's expanded so much. Where do you see this expansion going down the future for what could become of this whole department?
Oh, well, I think there's a point where I'd like to see about 150 students. I think that the reason I'd like to make it that large, but not go too much larger than that. We're not taking the student and pushing them through here and hitting it and missing it. And it's a very, very real situation. We have wonderful teachers. Chris Pittman, who is now teaching editing, is a wonderful guy. I believe you're going to interview him at one point. And there's John Errington, who is involved with the art of production courses, which are created just for Image Tree and Channel 21, which is a wonderful opportunity for students to, again, express themselves in longer format films. So where do I see it all going? I see it being 150 students that are really getting out there and being involved in the industry in those areas that we mentioned: documentary, feature, broadcast, and commercial. I see this as being a fabulous opportunity for the communications industry in Charlotte to grow, which it is. I'm involved in a lot of other projects outside of the school that are going to be generating a considerable amount of income for the state.
So this program is helping students get ready for the professional world, become below-the-line workers behind the scenes, and if they aspire down the road to become above-the-line directors or producers, they're getting that foundation here at CPCC.
We are rooted in a pragmatic approach with quality to make these students succeed. My pay is their success. I really feel good about that. And we've gotten them into many different schools, and they've gotten real jobs, doing real things, and in the industry, and we're very proud of them.
Is this foundation here comparable to programs in LA and New York?
Well, yeah, in certainly many ways. The difference here is that the cost per credit hour is considerably less.
Very affordable.
Very affordable. And these young people, you know, money's tight, and it shows up everywhere, including the students. And to be able to take a course like ours, I think you can take, and this is not the exact number, but I think you can take all the courses that we offer in the certificate program, and it wouldn't add up to $1,000.
Wow.
And I was supposed to teach at Yale many years ago before I moved down here. And this same course, the same guy, you know, would have been $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 to take these courses. You know, that's a big difference. It's really fabulous that these young people have an opportunity to jump into these courses, and we start them off with Video 1, they go to Video 2, Editing 1, Editing 2, Art of Production 1 and 2, and there'll be more courses that we're going to be dealing with too very soon. And this facility allows this all to happen.
Well, you've done so much in your career. Your career spans 3 decades of working in the real world with film and television and dozens of commercials. Now, why teaching?
Oh, you have to give back. No, that's very, very important. I'm very passionate about that. When I was younger, like about when I was only 200 years old, I was mentored by a bunch of really fine people, and I never forgot that. And I guess I would have been installing telephones in New Jersey someplace, except I didn't. And I was mentored, and I had a studio in New York City. I had 80 employees. We functioned and produced commercials for the biggest names in the industry. Miller Beer was one of my accounts for 17 years.